Hello everybody, I'm SnipingIsFun, and welcome to my second review of my Christmas review special of 2010. My second review is going to be on Sonic Colors on the Nintendo DS. Haven't got a chance to play this game on the Wii yet either, so alongside Epic Mickey and alongside Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I was planning on doing for these reviews anyways, that will be in a 2011 review as well. But this game though, it basically plays a lot like an old school Sonic game like on the Sega Genesis or whatnot. This 2D, like from point A to point B on the racetrack, and I think there's multiple different paths you could take because there's a lot of ways to get through like a stage, I would assume, because there's a lot. The stages are pretty big, and there's sometimes where I miss a certain path, but then I could still make it through another path. So pretty much multiple paths. And also just to tell you guys before I go on with this review, I rented this a couple days ago. I think about Need for Speed, and I didn't get a chance to play most of them. I played more Need for Speed than this. Didn't get a chance a whole lot to play this game yet. This is based off what I've been playing so far. Let's get on to the review though. The gameplay, like I said already, it's old school Sonic type game, 2D, like Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3 kind of feel. Except it's a lot faster. It's really fast. It's a lot faster than those games. But it's fun for what it really is. You know, it's Sonic. That's all I'm going to say about the gameplay. It's just a Sonic game. The graphics presentation, pretty good style. Basically, like, you know, the new style of Sonic, like how Sonic's like style design looks like now, pretty much. But in like the old school kind of Sonic feel. So pretty much what you would expect probably, or have even seen on previous Sonic DS games, like Sonic Rush or whatever. Like a more, it's like the cartoonish Sonic style, but and on the DS, like normally what you would see on the consoles nowadays, or even previous DS games, except on the handheld, and it's pretty much, yeah, I don't know, it's just the graphics presentation, it's Sonic, so as long as you know what Sonic looks like now, pretty much that's what you get. The sound, the music, yeah, like, I would say the stage music probably isn't as good as maybe old games, or maybe I should really say isn't as nostalgic, because mostly when you listen to like Green Zone and whatnot, from old games, you pretty much get has a nostalgic value that to some gamers out there. This stuff, since it's a newer game, won't have that, but some of the music actually is pretty good and could be probably compared to it. At least that's what I think. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't heard a whole lot of music in the game, but I'm sure some of it could be. The story, basically, it's just Dr. Eggman, Dr. Robotnik. I don't care what his name used to be. Dr. Robotnik, now it's Eggman. Eggman's supposed to be the original Japanese name, I think. So yeah, that's either or, whatever you want to call them. Make some kind of theme park, and Sonic and Tails just happen to go in there and try to stop him from doing supposedly evil, which he wants people to like forgive him or so. He's like trying to say he's sorry for what he did in the past and just wants to make a park or so. But I'm sure deep down inside he's pretty much trying to, he's using his machines and or so in that place to take over the world. He's going to try to take over the world. So that's basically the story. It's just how much of a story that would be pretty much in old school Sonic games where just Sonic and Tails or even Knuckles try to stop Dr. Robotnik, Eggman, pretty much in the old school Sonic games. Not that big a story, I would say. That's about it. And I didn't even see if there's any multiplayer in the game. Even though if I didn't play it, I didn't see if there's any multiplayer going to be in the game anyways. So yeah. There might be, but I'm not fully sure. So basically in the end, I give it a good, I see it as a good Sonic game because pretty much it is like old school Sonic game. Pretty much the best Sonic games are the old school ones. Hardly any Sonic games nowadays, although I haven't played all of them. I haven't played any of the last couple. The last one I really played before this one was pretty much Sonic and the Secret Rings. I think that was the last one I played. And I haven't played a lot of them, but a lot of people really don't like the newer Sonic games. So it takes it back to like the old school original Sonic days, pretty much, on the DS now. And for anyone out there who likes Sonic games and was a big fan back in the Sega Genesis game, I'd say at least give it a try because you might really like it. So in the end, I give this gameplay a 9 out of 10. The graphics presentation game a 9 out of 10. The sound of the game an 8.5 out of 10. And the story of the game a 7.5 out of 10. So in the end, I give Sonic Colors for the Nintendo DS an 8.5 out of 10. And for any Sonic fan out there that really likes the old school games a lot, I'd at least give it a rental. Or if you really think about it, maybe just buy it. I don't know. I'd give it a rental at least first to see if you really like it or not. And a lot of people, and I recommend it for anyone out there who wants to at least try to get into the Sonic series. If you never played a Sonic game at all before, maybe this one will be a good one to get into to start your becoming a fan of the series. I don't know. And that's it for my second review. Stay tuned for my third and final Christmas review in the next video. Peace, and see you guys later.